Well, good afternoon or good morning. I'm not sure what time this video goes up or where you are in the world when you receive it, but good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is your host of Wednesdays with Wallis, Wallis Patterson, and I'm the founder of Bold Not Old. Well, you are in for a treat. Now, if you've been looking at, I'm going to get straight into this, and this week I won't be talking about fashion or those sorts of things. You'll have to go with just looking at what I've got on and what I've decided to put on today and the bit of jewellery and things that I've got. But I want to get straight into, because I've got a lot and I'm not sure we're going to get through everything I want to get through, but I'm going to try my damnedest to do that for you. So the topic for this week's part 3, Side Hustle Made Easy, the topic for it is multiple streams of income. Oh, you're probably thinking, what is she talking about? Multiple streams of income. Is she talking about multi-level marketing? What's she talking about? I'm not. I'm talking about multiple streams of income. And to get right into it, I want to we've talked about in the last 2 sessions, we've talked about your thing, your passion, and taking that to the marketplace and doing that online and creating something for yourself, which will be unfolding and you'll be able to participate in to help you with that. But I want to also, I guess, throw in a bit of a red herring, so to speak. I want to talk about this idea or this area now of multiple streams of income. Let's assume that right now you're still grappling with, and you may well have already worked out what your passion is and where you're going and what you're doing and who you'd like to bring on board and who you'd like to share your information with. But I want to share with you this idea of multiple streams of income. So if you're just starting out, I want to suggest to you that in this modern age, in this time that we're in, taking into account the time that we're in, there's no better time right now than creating multiple streams of income. Now, how do you do that? Or let's go back. What are they? What's a multiple stream of income, Wallis? What is that? Well, it's effectively being the middleman, really. It's joining other people, being part of other people's ideas and things that they're doing. And it's a great way to learn and earn money while you're doing it, and a lot of it. So I'm suggesting to you that income diversity is the way to go. So we've covered off on having passion and having something that you might like to do, or what's your thing, what is it that you're really good at. And look, that may be things like you might have a skill, or you might be a graphic designer, or you might help people specifically do logos, or you might set up websites for people. They're specific skills that you have that you're thinking, how do I get those to the marketplace? How do I get myself more work? How do I bring more money through the door by sharing what it is that I do or I'm skilled at? And in a way, that's a bit like, and I've got some notes here for myself to keep me very on track with this so I can really help you. Now, those things they're good. There's nothing wrong with that. That's really fabulous. But while you're getting all that together, over this next little while, I'm going to be sharing with you about where you might earn and learn while you're getting that particular thing up and running and putting something together that's yours, that belongs to you and has come out of your creativity and out of your work. But before we do that, so joining with others, creating income diversity, I'm suggesting is a really, really good thing and the way to go. Why is it important? Well, it's really important in today's world because think about the big platforms. Think about people who have already got amazing things in place. Let's say, because there's 4 areas of earning money. And the 4 areas of earning money are health, wealth, self, and social. And within those 4 categories, they're the big super duper niches. Within those categories are a whole bunch of things. Like an example is in the health area, you might be, teaching something physical. You might be a yoga teacher, or you might be teaching people, how to, how many stretches to do every day, and how to do this, and you might be in that area. You might be simply looking at people's metabolism and, teaching them about, those sorts of things. So there's a whole area. It's huge, absolutely huge. And in the wealth area, of course, there's a lot of things about financial. There's a lot of, ways in which you can, you can join in. So, on teaching people, it might be that you have a real interest in the stock market, and you're thinking, well, how do I put a program together? There's already lots of other things out there that you can piggyback on and you can join in. And I guess that's what I'm talking about in this whole area of multiple streams of income. I'm going to share with you and hopefully enlighten you somewhat around having multiple streams of income and being able to join in with other people, earn money off that while you're out exercising or sleeping or doing whatever else you're doing in life. It's ticking over and it's bringing you in some money. And there's ways to set that up, and there's ways to do that, and as time goes on, I'll be sharing those things with you. So people either have, they have problems or passions. There's a lifestyle thing in that they want to solve, and suggesting do those sorts of things. You can solve people's problems, you can solve people's needs, you can do that. But I want you to have a really good think about this whole area of multiple, streaming and multiple streams of income to create financial freedom, geographical freedom for yourself. So, stop and think for a minute. I mean, how would you feel if you could, say, create an income that didn't require you to be living in the present house you're in, or the city you're in, or even the country that you're in? That if you wanted to, you could pick yourself up and you could go off to some, fabulous location, exotic location. You might love skiing. You could go off and stay in some amazing ski chalet for, the duration of the winter, and you could ski a bit and you could run your business. I mean, how would that feel? You might love cruising and want to go on a cruise, or you might know of or have read about some fabulous exotic island, and you think, oh, what would it be like to visit there? But more than visit, what if you had a business? What if you had something that you were doing that you could go there and you could do more than visit? You could go there and you could stay, because this is what you do. You could go there and you could stay for 3 or 6 months, and you could work out of there and you could enjoy the heck out of it. What if you had a lifestyle like that? I don't think any of this, and here's the time for me to interject, I don't think any of this has to do with age. I think it's ageless. I'm going to cover off on that because I'm 76 years of age, and I don't see anything holding me back. I don't see any drawbacks to that I could have or experience the life that I dream of for myself. I don't, that's not, I don't have to be 25 to do that. Life doesn't end at 25. It doesn't end at 40, and it doesn't end at 50, and it doesn't end at 60. You get the message. It doesn't end at any particular age. It ends, apart from the dying bit, but from the perspective of what I'm involved in, what I choose to do, what you're involved in, what you choose to do, that ends when you say it does. You got that? It ends when you decide that it ends for you. I just want you to really get this. don't think that it's about it ending. Somebody else calls the shots. Somebody else says, oh, no, you're too old for that. Or aren't you a little old to be doing that? Well, watch me. I love President Biden in the United States recently. He's 80 years, just turned 80. And I love him. Love, love, love. I'm a huge supporter of President Biden. His schedule, I couldn't live his schedule. I couldn't do the things that he does. God, he's amazing. If you knew his schedule and what he does on a daily basis. I mean, where is he now? He's in some other part of the world while all this other stuff in America. He's amazing, amazing man. But 80 years of age, and recently somebody said to him something about, because everybody wants to get young blood into their doing. Oh, we need some younger people. We need some young blood. Look, you cannot replace experience, and you cannot replace the experience that you gain as you get older. And yes, short-term memory might be a little bit of a glitch there, as it has been for him and many others. Me too, quite frankly. What's their name? I forgot their name. What was their name? It happens, but our long-term memory is amazing, and we're not so impetuous, and we might take a little longer to answer, but we think through it, and we are amazing as we get older. So that's a little bit of a mindset thing on your approach to this whole area of multiple streams of income to create financial freedom and geographical freedom for yourself. And this is about being on the internet. It's about being the middleman for a whole bunch of other things, but only those things that float your boat. It's not a willy-nilly thing. We're going to be talking about that as we go through this. It's about, you know, creating for yourself a whole bunch of, you know, integrated products, just like Apple has, you know, Apple phone, the little plugs, the, you know, the headphones, forget about whether you got, you know, your Samsung or whatever else you're attached to. This is not about personality of things. It's about what works and what's amazing and what, you know, the track record has said. You know, Apple are the most amazing company in the world with their fact that they have all these customers that, you know, they've created, you know, integrated products for. And every time they bring out something, somebody says, I'll have that, because it mixes and matches with, you know, we're going to talk about those sorts of things. They're very, very exciting. And all I'm doing in this particular video is I'm getting you thinking about, yes, you might have a passion. Yes, you've sorted out what your thing is, as we've talked about. But apart from that, I want you to go, while you're working and developing that thing of yours, that particular passion, while you don't get attached, I want you to have a think about, you know, the world as it is right now, and, you know, to corner phrase, I want you to think about more modern wealth and the way in which wealth is being built and the ways in which that is being built, because it's pretty exciting and it's amazing stuff. And I'm going to bring more of that to you, because I want you to be amazingly successful. And I want you to do it because we've got grey hairs and we want things a little bit more quickly than what we did 20 or 30 years ago. We want to do it a little more quickly now. Well, you can. You can do it a little more quickly. You could set yourself up and you could be very, very successful within the next 12 or 18 months. And, you know, I want to show you how to do that. Keep listening. Thank you for joining me. And this is Wallis, signing off on Wednesdays with Wallis, because I don't like to make it too long. I don't want to bore you, because, look, in the melting pot, I've got lots of fabulous things brewing away there to help you and to bring more fabulous things to your life, so your life can be amazing and fabulous, because it can be, and it will be. You just need to know some things, and for somebody to share that information with you. That's all that stands between us most times, and putting in a bit of work. Most times the thing that stands between us is somebody just giving us the bottom line to it all, you know. But I was going to say something probably a little crude then, but you know, the guts of it. I just want you to get this. It's a matter of just having the information to get it. See you next week. Thank you for tuning in to Wednesdays with Wallis. Mwah. Love you all, and I'll be back next week with some more fabulous things for you. Stay tuned. Please subscribe to the channel and make comments. I want you to make comments so that I can help you. So please make comments, anything. Ask me questions, comments, anything. And I'll do my damnedest to give you a hand and to ensure that you get what you need. See you soon. Bye for now.